Man, I don't know about anybody else. This pollen is killing me, so this might sound a little congested, a little stuffy. It's that time of the year. But today I want to talk about something that I immediately regret coming across that's been on YouTube online for years. Uh, this cat named Skippy. So I've seen of Skippy. I've seen people talk about him, people react to him in small doses. I don't know what prompted me to delve into the world of Skippy Paws, but I immediately regret it because he is the cringiest thing on two legs walking. You talk about a walking cringe fest. This dude is something else, man. So if you don't know who Skippy is, he was a guy a long time ago. He was on this show on TLC called The Virgin Diaries, right? Um, I don't know if he's been on any other TV shows, but he makes his own YouTube videos. So he has his own following and stuff like that outside of like the TV stuff, right? So he currently right now is like a 40-something-year-old virgin. But back then he was like, mid to late 30s. I don't know how old he was doing the Virgin Diary thing, but he goes on these little dates, right? And I mean, they're so cringy. I have to watch somebody react to him just to have a break from the cringe, from the cringiness. You know what I'm saying? So, what I want to talk about is the real problem with Skippy and people like him. Because it may be too late for your boy, right? First off, you're 40 something years old and you ain't had sex. You probably just need to pay for it at this point. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. All right. But for people like Skippy, this is the real problem. First off, let's give a little he goes on these dates, right? Skippy has a problem listening to his date. I feel like he has a problem listening to people in general, but especially with the women that he goes on these dates with, uh, he has a problem listening and really he's like waiting on his turn to talk. He talks 100 miles a minute. He won't be quiet. He'll go on and on and on about the most inane bullshit details. He just goes on and on and on. I mean, I swear he will not stop talking, right? So Skippy, for those that don't know, I meant to say this earlier. He's a Mormon. So Mormons, they're strict about no sex until you're married, things like that. Premarital sex is like a no-no, but still, people in that religion, they get married relatively young. And that's the thing about people who wait till they marry. You notice you don't see a lot of people. I'm waiting until I'm married to have sex. You notice they don't be 39 years old, unless you Skippy, I guess. But they try to get it knocked out. That's why they get married at 18, 19 years old, so they can go ahead and get that out the way. Um, so Skippy goes on these dates, and he has a very hard time listening and retaining information. He always has to ask again, um, or ask what they said again, and things like that. So what I think he needs to do is he needs to. I feel like he watches the videos to edit them. Now I don't know if he's currently uploading videos because all the videos that I've seen people react to him, they're old. So I don't know if he's still out here doing this, but he needs to watch the video and sit down with somebody who can coach him through this. Because Skippy, like I said, he seems to be kind of like narcissistic. Now, he may not be a narcissist in the way that we're accustomed to. He may not be an arrogant, school jock. Yeah, I get all the bitches, and all men want to be like me, women want to be with me. That he may not be a narcissist like that. But he's a narcissist. In fact, I feel like he has to be right about everything. He nitpicks about every little thing. He overthinks a lot of things. And I feel like he doesn't, not I feel like I know, hell, he's very caught up in his own little world. He doesn't know his social cues and reading the room ability is zero, right? So that's why I say he needs to sit down with somebody, because if he just sits down and rewatches the video, he's not really going to learn, because he's probably going to think everything he did was, I don't see why she didn't. He treats these dates like they're in middle school. You know what I mean? He treats these dates like they're in middle school. He has these little activities. Oh, let's do this. Let's go to the thrift store and pick out 5 items. Let's go. Let's play pin the tail on the donkey, and the winner, the one who gets closest to the tail, gets a kiss on the lips. Like, you're treating these dates like they're like y'all are children. Y'all are grown, man. Act like it. If you're gonna do activities on a date, let the date be the activity. Go axe throwing. Go, fishing. Go dirt. Not dirt bike riding. Go karting. Something like that. You don't just gotta go same dinner and a movie. All the time. But stop with these little weird little activities and all this kind of stuff. But going back to the main point, if he sits down with somebody and watches his mistakes, he can learn from them, because he has somebody who can say, listen, right here, don't do that. Don't say that. Stop trying to get the woman to admit that this is a date. Like, I understand why he's doing that, because women can be very fickle with that. You can ask them out, hey, I'd like to take you out on a date. And they'll be like, yeah, we can hang out sometime. You like, no, like, this is a date. No, we ain't buddy hanging out. We ain't doing none of that. You know what I mean? So I get that, but you don't have to keep saying date, date. Oh, what about a second date? Oh. You know what I mean? You got to read the room. You have to learn how to read the room. You have to know how to gauge people's comfort levels. You know, understand when people don't want to talk to you. That's another thing when people like Skippy. People like Skippy, they mean very well, and they may be very nice and all this kind of stuff. But you have to be really not mean, but you have to be really short with people like Skippy, because folks like him, they'll just keep going on and on. If you let them, they will talk. They will literally talk your head off. They'll talk all damn day, and the only way they'll stop is if they're being inconvenienced. Like, their phone goes off, their alarm goes off. Oh, golly gee, I have to go do something, and they'll just leave. They're not asking, do you have anything you had to do? Like, what do you think about this? They're not going to involve you. They're just running. They're just talking. Like, perfect example. Like, he went on a date with this one chick, and they went to somewhere afterwards. He had a bunch of merchandise or something, whatever. He ran into some dude. He was like, "Oh yeah, and blah 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 blah. And let me give you this, and let me give you one of these. Oh, I didn't give you one of these. Blah, 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 blah." He's just sitting there like, "Yeah, okay." He's not asking, "Would you like this? Could you possibly, take this and promote this as my merchandise? It's free. You don't have to pay anything. It's something to promote my little brand or whatever. I do these YouTube videos trying to get my name out there." He's just assuming that you want these things, and that's very intrusive. So with people like Skippy, you got to cut them off. You can talk to them for a little while, but once you feel like the conversation has reached an end, don't be afraid to be like, "Hey, listen, man, I got to run. I got to do this." I'll give you another example, right? So he went on a date with this insufferable ass chick. Her name is Tracy. She's also a Mormon. And I'm getting the idea that Mormons are just kind of cringy and weird, no matter if they're a man or a woman or whatever. They just, I don't know any personally, but I get the feeling they're just creepy and weird, right? Not creepy, but weird, right? And cringy. So he went on this date with this chick named Tracy. And he was kind of mad that Tracy, I don't think she outright told him, but I think he kind of poked and prodded until he found out that she had another date lined up, right? As she should. That's not your girlfriend. Y'all just dating casually. You can line up multiple dates. You're supposed to. You can go on a date at 5 o'clock, and then whatever, bro. 6 o'clock, y'all wrap it up, whatever, bro. 7 o'clock, go on another one. Or today, go on a date. Tomorrow, go on a date. You can do that if you're not, committed to anybody. Of course, you can. But he really got mad, and he didn't show this on the video, but he tried to kiss her. He kept saying over, I tried to kiss her on the elevator. It didn't go right. She didn't know, and somehow she got down, like she lives in an apartment. They had to take an elevator to get to where she lived. I don't know how she got downstairs so fast. Maybe she took another elevator. I don't know. But he sees her in the parking lot talking to the guy she gonna go out with. And it's some guy that they both know. His name is Dave something. I think he's like a social media guy too, I think. I don't know. And he runs into her and he's like, "Oh, hey." He goes, "Hey, Tracy, it's me, Skippy. We just went on a date." And like, they just went on a date. Like, do you think she forgot you that fast? You know what I mean? Like, it ain't like it was a week. A week went by. Like 30 minutes went by, maybe if that. So he's talking to them, right? And it's so cringy. He's like, "Hey, buddy. Oh, you know what? Hey, listen, I like this. You guys are great for each other. You know, y'all both do all the outdoor activities and blah 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 blah." He's like, "You have," and he's not being sarcastic, but he's being dead ass. He's like, "You have my blessing, to date each other." He's not being ironic, funny, none of that, none of that. So the guy, he's being as nice as he can. He's smiling, he's laughing, and he finally goes, "Hey man, let me give you a hug." He gets out the car and gives him a hug. Like I said, they know each other, so had that been me, I wouldn't have been rude or mean, really. I would have just said, I would have just said, "Hey, what?" Like if he came into my car and I'm talking to this girl I'm going on a date with, he'd have been like, I'd have been like, "Hey, what you need, man?" Oh, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, "Hey, well, you know what? We get ready to head out. So, nice seeing you tonight. I don't know what you need or whatever. If I can't help you with anything or whatever, if you don't need nothing, we get ready to go. Come on." Roll the window up, gone. You know what I mean? Because like I said, you have to nip that in the bud with folks like Skippy, or they'll just talk your head off. They'll just worry the tar out of you. You know what I mean? So Skippy, he died. People man made so many videos on him, man. I don't know if you'll ever see this, or if you're like Skippy. If you know anybody like Skippy, um, you just really have to get around some people that's really going to keep it real with you. Now you don't have to do like Skippy does at all. That's really weird what he does. You do not have to record your date. That's like insane to even think about, especially a first date or any date really. But I, I don't know why you would do that. But so I get there's no way to really know what somebody's up to if you can't see it, because they can tell you something, but they could bend the truth and leave stuff out. But just know that reading the room, picking up on social cues, people's facial expressions. Don't like keep asking for a hug or a kiss. These things happen naturally. And man, we just not children. You can't do that. You can't be an adult and be like, "Can I kiss you?" Like you don't ask a chick to kiss her. You know what I mean? No chicks. You don't play little bullshit games and activities, stuff like that. Man, you a man. Make a move. I'm not saying grab the bitch by the back of her head. You know what I mean? I'll tell you how I do it. It works. You can use it if you want to. It's just it's actually cringy to do it outside of the context of dating or whatever. Or what I do is at the end of the date, I always say we might walk a little bit. I might walk her to a car. We might go find somewhere to sit down. We might talk a little bit. And I say, "Well, I got something I want to do, but I don't want you to. I don't want you to hit me now." Like that's exactly how I say it. And they'll be like, "What do you mean?" And usually they always know what I'm saying. They always get what I mean. And like what? And I just kind of move in slow. Like I said, move slow. Don't just throw your head in there. That way, because you move in slow, she knows. Okay, this guy's trying to kiss me. Why else would he be moving his face towards my face? Gives her time to, if she wants to. Well, to me, that works for me every time. Never been denied. I've never once have I been like, "No." because I just know how to play. Like I said, it's kind of weird to explain it outside of the, just saying it like that. It's actually very cringy to say that, but that's my little way of doing it. You got to develop your own way. You're more than welcome to use it. Whatever. Like I didn't trademark it, I ain't patented or nothing like that. But these things happen naturally, man. You know. So the Skippy and the people out there like Skippy, man. I know I said at the beginning he might have to pay for it, but you know what they say, it ain't over till it's over. Keep getting up there, keep getting in the batter's box, keep taking a swing, and eventually you'll get it. You just got to work on it. You know, you just got to take your time. You really got to study what you're doing. You know, go back and watch Skippy. You don't even have to just go back and watch him. Watch him. He let Skippy walk so you can run. Skippy walked so you can run, my son. You Skippy walked. Go back and watch and see like. And if Skippy doesn't make you cringe a little bit, you might be a Skippy Junior. Because right now I'm telling you, I hate Skippy everything. I don't even want. I've said his name so many damn times. I'm getting tired of saying his name. I hate skipping rocks. I hate Skippy peanut butter. If I see somebody skipping down the street right now, I'm gonna throw something at their ass. I can't. God, I'm gonna beat the hell out of them. I can't stand. I just can't stand it, man. But anyway, all right. I think that's where I'm gonna leave it off. Uh, Everybody, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. You watch Skippy? You think it's over for him? Do you think he should just go ahead and pack it up, pay for it? Do you think he should just go ahead and pack it up, hang his jersey up, say, hey, look, you're 44, whatever, you're still a virgin, bro. Hey, that's tough, you'd have been so long without female touch and companionship and whatever. It's just time to wrap it up. But let me know what you think. I'm out.